All right, this is our first time doing a podcast. Dem boys, of course, the Cowboys. We're back with the NFL season. Another year with the Cowboys. Love-hate relationship. What do you think?
Yeah, very love-hate relationship with the Cowboys, but at the end of the day, we're very realistic Cowboy fans. So I don't think we get super depressed when they lose or anything like that.
Yep. I know the talk of the town is the trade. What do you think about the trade?
I don't care for Jerry Jones, but I think I think it was the right move to move on for Parsons because he became a distraction for the team. It sounds like he really split the locker room. I know everyone's saying the bad stuff now because he's gone, but we had heard those rumblings when he was still here. That's not to say he's not a generational talent and he's not a needle mover on defense because he is that. But sometimes having team cohesion is more important than have someone freelancing and trying to do what they want to do.
But also look what he gave us, Mozzie Smith.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. Mozzie Smith is garbage. Let's be honest with ourselves.
but now we got Kenny
Garbage.
Clark out of that trade, so
Yes.
Mozzie probably won't see the field very often. We got Osa being team captain,
Yes.
and Kenny Clark on the defensive line, so we shouldn't get manhandled on the run anymore. We should have some people that are actually want to be men in the middle and play how they should.
I actually saw something today. It was talking about that we had 52 sacks last year, and out of that 52, like Parsons wasn't even like 10.
Yeah.
So that just shows that it's all about scheme versus one player.
Yeah. Like I said, I like Parsons. I almost bought a Parsons jersey last year. I'm glad I didn't because I'm super OCD
Your
about
OCD
that.
would not allow that.
I don't like owning a player's jersey that's no longer on the team, so I'm glad I didn't go through with that. I respect Parsons. I think
Yeah.
he's only 26. He's going to do better things. He can have a Hall of Fame career if he wants to. But, I mean, this is not the worst move by Jerry Jones. This isn't a Luka trade where it just destroyed the team. I mean, they ended up getting lucky on that too. But the Cowboys doing this, he could have got more if he would have done it in March. But Jerry loved Micah. He didn't want to do it then. And the agent kept on pushing. And I don't think he ended up getting Micah that good of a deal with the taxes and everything.
No.
But
No.
I don't think we're further worse off. I think we're going to move along pretty well. I don't think this is going to cost us even a game. It may be a game. Parsons did make some big plays, but he did that against bad teams a lot of the time. So
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people making fun of how Jalen Hurts gonna be back there having all day to get it. There's no way.
no,
You got Sam on one side, then whoever you scheme up on the other is gonna get through.
well, people forget we brought back Dante Fowler, and he was a
Yeah.
Pro Bowler last year, and he was good for us 2 years ago when he played for us. He made the Pro Bowl last year when he wasn't on the Cowboys, and he was a double-digit stat guy. He's a great talent, and we're going to start him and Sam Wilson. And Sam Wilson has showed that he can really play ball, but a lot of times he was stuck behind Lawrence and Parsons, so he wasn't
Yeah.
getting a lot of field time. Except on running downs, and he's just like Parsons. He's kind of pathetic at the run, so...
Yeah. If at the end of the day, I mean, you think about it, the pass did not kill us last year. The run did. And now we're going up against one of the best running backs, Saquon Barkley, which I have him in fantasy, so I'm kind of like hoping. It killed me. It killed me
Yeah.
inside to do it. But, I mean, you can't just like
Yeah.
pass up on him.
I, I just think being better at the run is something the Cowboys have been bad at for a generation, and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter our coach or our players. It's just been horrible at the run. So this does shore it up. They could have done it differently. They could have done it in the draft. They could have done it in free agency, but this does shore it up. Jerry's right on that. Getting a defensive tackle, especially one who's only 29, making the Pro Bowl multiple times, I think it's going to be a big difference on the defense.
Remember a couple of years ago, the Rams, every one of their players had 200 yards rushing
It's
against us.
ridiculous.
Every running back on their roster had 200 yards rushing against
I
us.
think they threw in the kicker and was letting him run against us at the end.
The cheerleaders were out there running against us. It was
It
ridiculous.
was pathetic. That's deflating as a fan of a team to watch you just get ran on like that. Like passes are at least a sighting and the ball's in the air and there's hope it's going to be for one team or another, but just getting run on, that's like getting just beat
Get kicked
up.
in the teeth over and
Yeah.
over and over.
It's pathetic.
Speaking of throwing the ball, I mean, we got Duran Bland.
Yeah.
He just signed a good deal, and then Diggs is out of the injury report, so that's gonna be great.
And people forget how good that pair was. I know they both got injured last year and they're both working their way back, but you have the guy who was the interception leader in the NFL, and then you have a guy who broke an NFL record for returning interceptions for touchdowns. And people keep on saying how weak our secondary is, and I know they're both risk takers, but if we can get a little pass rush and they can take some risks, our defense can be pretty good.
Yeah.
And we've been a top defense for the past couple years. It's just been against the run. We're pathetic. We were like 31st in the NFL last year on run defense, but passing wasn't our problem.
I feel like even back in the day when we had Darren Woodson and Roy Williams, they were risk takers too. And
Yeah.
I mean, shoot.
Sometimes it pays off. It really does. It's risk versus reward in that secondary.
Yeah.
Our defensive roster is not bad. We picked up some linebackers that can play the run, and that was our view with linebackers. Overshown's going to be back eventually.
Yes.
And he's a game changer.
Man.
And he's not the greatest at the run either, but he is a game changer, and we got some big boys back there to play the run. I know Clark's one of them. I don't remember all their names, but we picked up. Like linebackers.
Oh, you mean?
I don't know this guy's name. We
starts
picked
with
up
Lufia.
We picked up someone from the Bears, I believe. He's
Straw Hat Luffy.
Yeah, he was good too. We had him last year, but we picked up someone from the Bears that's a big run defender. So I think that's going to be a lot better. Our defense is not going to be as bad as people think it's going to be.
What do you think about the offense?
The offensive line is makeshift. I mean, I don't know. We got 3 Tylers. I don't know if any of them can play. I mean, well, Tyler Smith.
Yeah,
he can play for sure. But the other 2, I don't know.
Guyton, one's a rookie.
Yeah, I don't know how. And he's coming off a knee injury too.
Yeah, Guyton. I think he's a bust. Yeah. Honestly, like I feel like coming out of college he was great, but I don't think he can do it in the NFL.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see real quick, but. Pickens and Lamb, I mean, that's a really good wide receiver duo.
Yeah, if you got somebody
quarterback to throw him to him, yeah.
That's the problem.
I'm not the biggest Dak fan. I mean, I don't want to just be a hater on Dak, but he has not shown it for years, and he's shown that he's like paper thin, weak the past few years, getting injured after injury after injury. And it's just not it. We have to play out his contract. We got him for a couple more years. We're going to see what's going to happen, but... He has people to throw to. He don't have no excuse. Ferguson's a beast. I mean, even Turpin.
Yeah.
And what's number 1's name? I can't think of his name.
Tolbert. I thought we dropped Tolbert.
No, we still have him.
Still have him.
But we only carried 4 wide receivers. He's good.
Yeah, Tolbert.
He's a good wide receiver. He had that game-winning catch last year against Pittsburgh. I mean, he can play. People think he's trash, but I think he can play.
Yeah, for sure. My thing with Dak is what kills me is. You know, he took this huge contract over saying he didn't want to, he didn't care about the money and stuff. But yet he's not going to sit here and like make those deals that Romo did back in the day where he took less money so that we could possibly have paid Micah Parsons more money and stuff or paid other people.
People hated on Tom Brady his whole career. And the man had 3 Hall of Fame careers, and he did that by taking team-friendly deals. Now,
Yes.
Also, he's married to a supermodel, and he could
Yeah,
take those
he
pay
was.
cuts because he had her money too, so he had that in his back pocket. Not all these players had that. They have to make their money when they can make it. I don't blame Dak for making the money that Jerry's going to give him. I blame Dak for the way he plays on the field at the end of the day. The decisions he makes. And I think this year he's going to be even more scared to run because, once again, he got hurt when running.
Yep.
And every time that happens, he comes out the next season and he's just terrified to run. So I'm going to believe that's going to be his thing again. So he's going to throw some nasty picks again and piss me off. But
yep,
we'll see. We'll see on the offense. I have an odd faith more in the defensive side of the ball than I do on the offensive side of the ball. And most people probably wouldn't say that. I don't trust our running game. I don't trust our offensive line.
Our running game is complete garbage, I think.
We have 3 backs that I'm just like, I don't know who's going to do what. I don't expect a lot from them. I mean, maybe one of them will show us something. I mean, they are all names, and the rookie Blue looks like he might be pretty good.
I think Blue's going to be the showstopper out there. I think he's going to be the one to step up.
But with that offensive line, I don't know. Ferguson's good. Our tight ends are pretty good. Our wide receiver core is only 4 players, but it's pretty good.
That's wild. Think about it like that.
They only carry 4 wide receivers.
So what if one of them gets hurt? We're just screwed?
Yeah,
somebody comes from the practice squad? Somebody comes from the practice squad?
Yeah. But I don't know if we kept Mingo or not on the practice squad, but he was trash anyways. I don't know.
I didn't see anything about Mingo being demoted or anything or cut.
I know. That's all. They only carried 4 wide receivers. So. I don't know. I'm excited about this season tomorrow. I'm excited about being the kickoff game. They haven't got the Cowboys there in a while. I think it'll be a fun game. I think Eagles are favored by 7. I don't think it's going to be no blowout or nothing.
No.
I think they're going to come out and put on a good show. They'll probably lose in heartbreaking fashion just to get our nerves up, but that's the Cowboys thing. Jerry likes to get those ratings, so sometimes it feels like he calls it in. And
Yeah, he calls in the refs and like, hey, go ahead and call some holding calls against us and pass interference. That way, it's a game.
We don't need to win the game.
Yeah, we don't have to win.
We just need to be in the ratings.
Yeah,
you know, we need to be
real.
in the media.
And it almost seems like Jerry Jones did this to offset the Kelsey and Taylor Swift news.
Yeah, like, okay, the biggest news of the year is let's go ahead and trade Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
I bet I can top that.
I bet I can top that real fast. Hold on.
Go ahead and get rid of him. I'm sick
That's
of him anyways.
hilarious. That's some stupid shit that Crypt Keeper would do.
It ain't going to change either because Stephen Jones is going to take over one day, and he seems like he just does all the same decisions his dad does. So it's not going to get any better for Cowboy fans. For fans that think when Jerry's gone, it's going to get better, it might get worse. You don't know. Stephen, he don't seem like he's the brightest bulb, and he never even played football. At least Jerry had that.
He played offensive line. I mean, like, come on.
He went to the national championship.
Okay, but I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
Crypt
Kenny
Keeper.
Pickett won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did he actually win the Super Bowl though? Like, no. Carson Wentz won the Super Bowl.
I never looked it up. I don't know if he played.
Carson Wentz won a Super Bowl.
It's pathetic.
But yeah.
We'll see what they do. I mean, like I said, I'm optimistic. I don't think we're going to go in there and blow the Eagles out. We might win a close one. We probably will lose. I mean, I just try to be realistic about it.
I think what's going to end up happening is the Eagles are going to underestimate the Cowboys, and I think that's how the Cowboys are going to pull it out.
But the problem is, if the Cowboys do win the first game, then you have every delusional Cowboy fan saying,
We're going Super Bowl.
This is our year. Look, we beat the Super Bowl champs. Now we got the title. And that's not the way. This isn't WWE. You don't take the title. You got to play the whole damn season and see what you can do. We don't have a Money in the Bank contract. That's not the way it works.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Yes, we will.
I'm not going to say this is our year because it don't look like it. We got a rookie head coach that no one thought could be a head coach.
Yeah.
We have roster turnover where most of it didn't look too positive. Some of it is, some of it is not. But people forget about that Parsons trade specifically is that's how we re-signed LeRon Bland. He was the odd man out. He was going to be gone next year. So we did re-sign him. I think he's a player. We got Diggs walked down for a while. Hopefully you can re-sign Kenny Clark. I think he's still on a 1-year contract. So hopefully we extend him and do that. And if Jerry's telling the truth, maybe he can do something with not next year's 2 first rounds, or maybe the following year's one of the first rounds, and make a move for a player like mid-season. If we can hang in there and be in the mix, maybe we can move for somebody because, people start trading players then. They're like, okay, we're not going to make the playoffs. Let's get rid of some of our big names. And with paying Parsons what we even offered him, we were going to have Dak and Parsons taking up like 50% of the salary cap.
Yeah.
And you can't build a team like that. Like, I feel bad for Packers fans because they're about to see this. You have no first-round picks for the next 2 years. Then you have 2 players taking up the majority of your salary. It's the highest in NFL history with Love and Parsons.
Yeah.
That's it. You ain't going to get no free agents. People didn't want to come to Green Bay anyways. So, I mean, they would do for the team. Green Bay is not a bad team. They would for the team, but there's nothing to do in Green Bay. So these players that are young and want to have a party life and stuff, there ain't nothing to do in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Right.
So it's going to be an uphill climb when you say, okay, you can make X amount of money in Green Bay, or you can make a little bit more in anywhere. Carolina. They might go to Carolina because there's going to be something more to do. I mean, I don't think there's nothing to do in Carolina either. No one shows up for those games.
There's more to do in, like, Cleveland, Ohio, with the Browns.
So they might take a little less money or a little more money to go anywhere else because you ain't going to get a pay raise. So you want to go in Green Bay and sign a 2-year deal. And even if you play out of your mind, you're not going to make more money in Green Bay. So do you want to move your family 3 or 4 times? These players are looking for stability. They want to sign these long-term contracts or 4 or 5-year contracts where they can be somewhere and they can build it up and then know, hey, I'm going to get re-signed here because the owner's going to like me and I'm going to earn that money. But Green Bay is locked for the next 4 or 5 years. They can't do nothing. With those 2 contracts, they're just crippled. If there's a big-name free agent wide receiver next year, if all these wide receivers they have don't pan out, what are they going to do?
That's right.
I feel bad for them. That's the reason why I'm glad we moved off Parsons. It's not that I don't love Parsons or I'm just trying to make the best out of a bad situation. It's we did save that money. That's something. We got 2 first-round picks. We got Kenny Clark, and we saved $47 million this year. So now we can do something else.
It's the Herschel Walker trade all over again.
That won us 3 Super Bowls. I don't think this one's going to win us even one.
That's what
but we'll
everybody's
see.
comparing it to. That it's the Herschel Walker trade.
But you have the delusional Cowboy fans that think this was the greatest trade ever and stuff.
Yeah.
And no, he could have got more in March if he would have traded him early.
Yep.
We could have drafted somebody this year and done something this year on the books.
Who would you have drafted?
I don't know.
Would you have taken a chance in Travis Hunter?
No,
No?
I don't know how good he's going to be because
I know how to go on fantasy too.
he's a gadget player. He's playing both sides of the ball. So, I mean, he's going to be a boomer bust player. I don't know. I think I probably trust Shadur Sanders more than I trust Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean,
I see him doing good.
I think Sanders will do good.
I think so.
I'm not behind all the hype of how he was in college and stuff,
Yeah.
but mostly because of his dad.
Yeah.
But
Dion made a whole career off of it, but the difference was Dion was a generational talent. Dion had the talent to back it up, but the man played professional baseball, professional football, offense, defense, kick returner. He did everything. So
he kicked the ball.
he could back it up. His son,
he's up there cooking the water with the water boys.
yeah, his son not so much. We'll see though.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good year.
It's like I'm always a Cowboy fan, diehard Cowboy fan. I'm always gonna root for the Cowboys. But when my team's out of it, or when I look around, and I'm looking for who to root for. I root for the underdogs, like the Lions or the Browns, because it's just pathetic that they still haven't made it to a Super Bowl. So I'm always gonna root for the underdogs.
The Ravens, I would have been okay with the Ravens. The Bills, I
Yeah,
feel bad for the Bills.
I feel bad for the Bills too.
What are
And
they,
the Cowboy
0-5?
Cowboy fans, we're supposed to hate the Bills, and I'm not. I'm just like, let them win something.
Let them win. Let Josh Allen win something. Come on.
Josh Allen's a hell of a quarterback, and he just
Bengals.
yeah. I like the Bengals. I mean, they just did the NFL's top 100 players, and you have Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow in the top 10, and you can't win. That's just sad.
Their offensive line, they ain't got one.
They can't play their players. They refused. Like, they had the sack leader last year, and they were telling him, play on your contract like Jerry. And then you have a rookie first-round draft pick that he won't sign his contract because they're trying to put language in it saying, if you get hurt, we don't owe you nothing. And he's like, why would I play for you? I'll go back and play in college.
The Sean Lee thing?
If you want to talk about the Cowboys, the worst organization in sports, look up the Bengals. Anybody wants to go see the worst ran organization, it's definitely the Bengals.
Dang.
And you have 2 generational players, like the top 10. The only team I don't know if the Eagles did or not.
I think the Eagles
That's
do.
disgusting. I know Barkley was number 1 and he deserves it. Sure, whatever, but
I think Brown was in there.
that's gross. I hate
It
the
is.
Eagles.
Yes.
It's so
I hate
disgusting.
the Eagles too.
I hate that they've been good. I hate that they won the Super Bowl. I was hoping for a 3-peat of the Chiefs. I want the bad guys to win instead of
They are the bad guys. The Eagles were.
the freaking Eagles. Oh, so disgusting.
And it sucks because I really like Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
I respect Jason Kelsey.
He was the only player I ever liked on the Eagles.
Yeah.
And that was before his podcast and all that BS. He was just a good dude before all the drama and everything else. He was a good dude. He still is. But the brothers have gotten annoying now.
It's more or less Travis
Yeah.
with Taylor.
I don't know. That's just crazy to me. It's kind of sickening because you have the Commanders who are going to be better. They're good last year. I don't know if they're going to be as good as last year because you have the rookie or sophomore slump for most players. So we'll see how they play.
I don't know. Jaden Daniels is scary.
I think it's all Dan Quinn. I don't think we should let him go. I think if you would have kept Dan Quinn, he could have been our head coach right now. But no, you got rid of him and moved on from him.
To keep Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, disgusting.
To keep Mike McCarthy, you got rid of Dan Quinn.
So stupid. But I think they're going to be good this year. And, I mean, the Giants have one of the best defensive lines in football. Did they have a good team around him? No. Russell Wilson, he's a little washed. He's a little older, but he's been a good quarterback for a long time. So, and freaking Jameis Winston over there, too. Jameis Winston is always good for some random 50-point game or something. And
doing those 37 interceptions.
Doing stupidity on the sidelines, eating W's and crab and stuff. But I think they're going to be a better team. I think our division's going to be very competitive. I could see us being in first place in our division at the end of the year, and I could see us being last. So, it is what it is. We're going to find out soon.
But who do the Giants don't really have anybody around?
They don't. I mean, they have Malik Neighbors. That's a good wide receiver.
Yes.
I don't know who the running back is. I can't tell you. They had an okay one last year.
I know they have Cam Scattaboo.
I think
he's a rookie.
Yeah, I think they did. They did get a rookie. I don't think they have an offensive line. I don't think they have a secondary. But I mean, defensive line can win Super Bowl. Last time the Giants won a Super Bowl, they did it off of a defensive line just dominating. and barely made the playoffs. You're talking about a team that was
What the 0-8 or something like that?
8-8, made the playoffs and ended up winning the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
that was Tom Brady giving one to Eli, but he felt
He
bad
gave more
for
than
him.
one.
He beat up on Peyton all those years, so he had to give the dumber brother something.
He gave more than one to him.
Yeah, two.
Yeah,
Stupidity.
exactly.
God, that's sickening
The
to
dumb
think as
face.
a Cowboys fan to know that they've won 2. The Eagles have won 2 now.
The Redskins or Commanders have been to an NFC championship.
It's disgusting, and we have not done nothing in 30 years. And you still have Cowboy fans. Oh, we're the greatest franchise. Shut the hell up. They're my team. I love my team. I don't support stupidity. If you watch a football game with me, I'm gonna say the Cowboys. That was a pass interference on the Cowboys. They didn't call it, and people get mad, upset. But you got to be realistic about things in life.
Remember us leaving that football game and the people trying to fight me?
Cowboy fans trying to fight us because we're like, well, we suck.
Why are y'all
It's our
excited
fault.
about this? We're trash. No, keep your head up. Hell no, I ain't putting my head up for this. This is garbage. It was back when Brandon Weeden was the quarterback.
Cowboy fans they're a different bunch.
Yeah, they are.
I love the Cowboy fans, but we ain't the brightest bunch, that's for sure.
No. Well,
Anything else you want to talk about? We hit everything.
I think we hit everything until the game. I guess we can do our...
We'll hit y'all back up after tomorrow's game sometime and let y'all know our post-game thoughts and what we think going forward.
Yep. How we going?
Later.